What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Another gameplay video today, revisiting Raidraptors, like my favorite all-time deck. It's so fun, so random. I actually took it to locals. I had the chance. I found a place first, and I just happened to have an open Sunday, which is pretty rare for me. But I brought Raidraptors with me because I didn't know what the whole scene was. I thought I was like, oh, the way the guy at the shop made it sound, I was like, oh, just a couple buddies come up. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You don't want to bring anything too serious. And then I get there, and there's like so many people. It's crazy. Like, everyone was playing meta. I was like, geez. But the reason I bring this up, because I did bring Raidraptors, but, I used to have the whole barrier statue combo, but, man, I was drawing it so much during locals, which, is probably bad luck in some way, but at the same time, like, what if you did ignore it, and what if you just went for the Rusty route? That's what all of this gameplay is. I don't think I included one with barrier statue. This is Dinos, and he actually did have a form of disruption. You won't always be able to fight through it, kind of depends. But if you can, fight through one disruption playing Raidraptors, you have to be pretty happy about that, I would say. Yeah, and you can send boots. I'll do an updated deck profile. I did enough changes to this one where it's kind of warranted. I'm doing one more gameplay video for today, too, for Ice Barriers. I forgot about that deck. It is so fun. So, I mean, this is a monster negate. This is going to be a pop that turns into Requiem or, whatever. Which is really cool. Save Infinity in case he has Misk in hand, which obviously he does. Which I could have done it the other way around, but whatever. At this point, all I'm waiting for is like a Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to be really afraid of. Because I'm sure that's like what he's going for. I don't know if he realizes I have the rank up force. I'm not sure. Oviraptor, Baby Ceratosaurus. All right, now it's time, right? I gotta get moving here, and hopefully, well, he's basically checkmated, right? Because I'm gonna try to destroy it when he activates the effect. I'm gonna be able to use Dark Requiem. And he surrendered after that, which is really cool. I could, use Infinity's effect to take the Soul Rating Oviraptor, so on and so forth. It's pretty cool, right? Like, Dinos is decent enough. I mean, if I can win a match, probably not consistently, but if you can win any match against a deck like Dino with Raidraptors, how upset can you really be? The really important thing when you're playing Dinos is really to stop Miscellaneous Source's second effect. Like, it all combos through it. Sometimes I'll have extenders, but I would say, it's less likely for that. That's why Ash is so good for the Miscellaneous Source. It's kind of like your last chance to stop them. Unless you have Lancia. I have about so many cards in my hand at this point, and, he did have the Gamma, but luckily he has a monster on the field. Oh, it's always like the worst feeling when you feel like you've stopped like Dinos, and they have Ultimate Conductor in their hand. Super depressing. Yeah, one of the big problems with the deck, honestly, is just assembling lethal. I know the Arc Rebellion's fine, and I get so close so many times to being over 8,000, but it's not consistent enough. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have that card in your deck, I would say, especially if your opponent has board presence. Once Soul Shape goes off and you have Infinity, you have to feel really good about anything that they have going on. If they haven't disrupted you at this point, yeah, I would definitely say so. So he has the Gamma, but yeah, see, I have the immediate answer already. Yeah, Evil Swarm Nightmare, and that is a Dark XYZ monster. You can also use the rank up card on it, which is great. This card is actually really good. I never really realized Evil Swarm Nightmare. So when it's special summon, it flips it, but it's not once per turn. Like, you can do it multiple times. If it has 2 material, obviously. That's nice disruption for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to flip that down. I'll negate this. I would rather keep this on the field in case I need it. Yeah, the Oviraptor I can definitely negate. I'm gonna be able to XYZ summon pretty easily. And I don't know if I probably did use Zephyros, but that's one of the best parts about it. When you have Zephyros in the graveyard and your Fog Blade like stays on the field for every reason, you can just like pop it back in your hand. Gives you disruption and a monster. It's ridiculous. And now I can just flip these all up. I'm glad I was able to special summon it because I didn't have any material on the field. Shout out to Fogblade. I can take up the Silent Boots in case I negate something, because then I can banish it from the graveyard. Otherwise, there's nothing really in the extra deck to get this off the field, which is kind of funny. Play a game against Lightsworn. There's a lot of disruption too. This is the most consistent and with a lot of hand traps I've ever got in the deck. Because you have like 2 Kaijus, 3 of the Skullmeister, another. I'm playing Lightning Storm in here. I mean, pretty decent ratios. Like, you have at least a chance going second. And if otherwise you open them and you have Allure of Darkness, it's just fodder for that, which is the main purpose of it. Heal Eagle's really, really nice. It lets you recur the trap. I mean, I wish it would do like rank up cards. That would be nuts. If it says target a rank up spell or trap in your graveyard, yeah, that would be awesome. Forstrix and I don't know. I've seen a lot of people seem to be playing Thunder Dragon. I've never looked at the deck. I just don't even think it's worth it. I know it's the whole chaos thing, and people say it's pretty good. Doesn't interest me in particularly. Of course, if Colossus comes back, then we'll kind of be forced to take a look at it. I'm sure everybody would be playing it at that point. Yeah, I think you saw enough. Which is really cool because I haven't even used Rusty's effect yet. I could have sent Boots, gotten a Fogblade, gotten the other trap, or gotten the rank up card. And it's really nice because Boots can banish itself to grab the rank up. That way you can use it, because when you send it, obviously, with Rusty to set the quick place rank up, then you can't use it. And just in case you need it, All right. Looks like this is Dark Magician. What else he has in his deck? I'm always curious to look at people's. If you guys are looking for a Dark Magician deck, I just recently did one. I just put like a bunch of Red Eyes Fusions in there, and it's a really silly way to play the deck. But it's actually pretty good. It's probably the best I've ever gotten it. Yeah, with just the ratios I have now. I mean, you do need multiple cards for your combos. Like, everybody would ideally have a 1-card combo, but it's not really realistic. Not every deck has that. Especially combo decks. And this deck costs like $50 or something, because now that they had that Tribute Lanius reprint, which is really nice. Oh, well, here it is. I mean, I might as well show this. I didn't really realize, but preventing someone from special summoning is great. So it just kind of depends on the payoff. If you really love this end board, you're going to have to live with having some dead hands every once in a while when you draw your barrier statues and the other one. I can't think of the name of it right now that this summons. Yeah, Keeper's not going to do anything because I have Utopia here. It's not like you can use Red Eyes Fusion. That's tough. That's really tough. There's no doubt that this is a really good end board. I mean, it's exactly like Bird Up. I think it's actually better. Bird Up is more consistent, obviously, but I just like the way that this is structured. It seems to really be good. And Eternal Soul you can negate, probably. Dark Magicians can't do anything without it. And you can normal summon. That probably gives me enough damage. And yeah, he surrendered, obviously. Let's play against Shaddoll. There are a few answers. You have Kaijus to get rid of it. When I went to locals and I was playing Raidraptors, man, Winda was just totally destructive. And I seem to have played it every time. I get it. I mean, everybody's playing the deck. It's just annoying that one of your favorite decks just doesn't have a good matchup against some of the better decks in the format. Alright, Lightning Storm, get rid of the Construct. Because I do use a lot of special summon monsters, it's a little bit of a problem. Let's see, he's got the Ash, so again, be able to work through a little bit of disruption here. Forstrix can search me, I think it's called Strangle, right? Yes, or no, Singing Lanius. And I already have the Raider's Wing in my hand. Now I have all the kind of requisites. You're just looking for a rank 4. Mimicry from the deck, which is really nice because it lets you grab a nest from the deck. Just keep giving yourself extenders. Yeah, Y-Strix is just so good. I mean, if it gets Ash, it's done. You know, obviously I understand that there's some really big weak points to the deck, but it's still really fun to play. Yeah, you're just able to dig through your deck so fast. Just get all the good stuff out of the deck in turn 1. Soul Shave 4 is probably going to infinity. He'll negate one of his Shaddoll monsters, and I think the other one's going to get destroyed, which is fine. Yeah, this is really nice too. I don't know if I ever mentioned this in my last Raidraptor video, but Strangulanius lets you reborn a monster. I thought because Infinity wasn't a dark XYZ, I wouldn't be able to use the effect, but Strangle actually says, like, as long as there's a dark XYZ as material in a rank up, like, kind of XYZ monster. It's really cool. Yeah, see, this is one of those times where I thought I had enough for lethal and I didn't, but, you know, the guy didn't have anything after that. This is a really nice opening, obviously, because Vanishing Lanius can summon another Vanishing, which can summon the Tribute. And if all of those things go through, I mean, you can definitely work through a few bits of disruption. When you even have, you know, Raider's Wing also. It's a great backup plan. The Dark Magicians. The Dark Magician support just really misses the point so much. Okay, you can send the Mimicry and get the Raider's Nest. Let's see what he had put down. Oh, Magician's Combination. I feel like I probably should have saved that. I mean, what was the real threat, I guess? Alright, now you can go to the Forstrix and search at least another extender. I should have probably gotten the new one that lets me reborn a monster, but at this point I'm pretty sure I still had the barrier statue stuff in there. Yeah, I had my extra deck was a lot tighter back then. That's also a nice part about taking out the barrier statue combo. You know, Dark Magician was going to summon a Dark Magician and a Dark Magician Girl, but, you know, obviously I'm going to negate that because I already have 2 other negates other than this. And I probably could have sent a Boots too. So, again, I'll show you guys the updated deck profile probably this week, if not tomorrow or something. I can't believe how good this card is. This was the beast of the card that won me a few games. I went to a lot of Game 3s, including against Virtual World when I took this to that locals. I would love to go again. Here soon enough. It's hard to with work. Yeah, look at that. I had juice for days, and I had the rank up magic, which was really cool too, because it can go into the new XYZ, the Rebellion. All right, just like a few more duels. It's nice. I haven't done these extended gameplay videos in quite some time. It's nice to be able to like sit down and play Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. And again, later tonight I'll be releasing the Ice Barrier video too. You'll really enjoy that. There's some fun replays in there. It's nice because this, you know, this deck wants to go first, obviously, but a lot of flexibility going second. A lot of really good cards. Satellite Cannon too is just amazing. Just being able to destroy all spells and traps. It can't be responded to. Super sick. I don't know what any of this stuff is, this Morphtronic, but I feel like it doesn't do anything. If you control 2 or more of the monsters, select 2 of cards that your opponent controls, destroy 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like this is just not very good. Maybe you would just run Ice Dragon's Prison. I was playing this in competitive, so I didn't really expect to see a deck like this. There we go. Now I'm playing a lot smarter, right? Like I kind of just mentioned in one of my previous replays. And yeah, since I can reborn a monster, I might have 1 extra monster in the field, which, you know, it's fine. Dark Rebellion, I could pop the back row because I don't know what it is. I thought, you know, it could be like a Mirror Force, who knows. I think I probably should have used Rank Up Magic Force and gone into Satellite. That probably would have given me enough attack and also gotten rid of all of these too. And what are you going to do? I'm going to Revolution Falcon, destroy that. Plus I already have like a Knight's Claw, so I have a Monster Negate ready, plus another Monster Negate. Didn't really need to go into Requiem necessarily. Sometimes it's tough, man. Sometimes you're going to put a beast up board and your opponent will also just have to surrender. It's great. Like, all these replays as I'm watching them, they never start the same. They're all so different. There's so many creative ways to use the same end board. It's a deck that rewards you for playing it a lot, that's for sure. Merida's Wing is a nice extender. All you need is just to have, you know, 1 rank 4 and 2 Raidraptor monsters, whatever level. And then you can do whatever you want. When you can get Zephyros as well, I mean, it's just, I think it's just an extra rank 4, if I'm not mistaken. So you should have Rebellion, Dark Rebellion XYZ. You should have Infinity, and then you'll have, you know, like, what was that card called for Nightmare, Evil Swarm Nightmare. 3 super solid forms of disruption. Or you can go for Abyss Dweller, right? Because I could have, after this, used Strange Lenius effect, Reborn 1, go into Dark Rebellion XYZ, use the effect of Rusty, send Boots, so I can get the rank up card, and then I can get also the trap card. Pretty beastly, I must say. Here, this is against Utopia, and look at this. This is a really neat way to start the duel. Normally, it's like a massive brick, right? To have this in your hand. But because I drew the Kagatoki, I'm able to go full combo through it. That's the kind of stuff that you have to like play the deck a lot to see that kind of line of play. Not that it's like super crazy, but you would think it looks bad on face value. Just because Wystrix doesn't summon from hand or deck, it has to be from the deck. Wouldn't be a problem otherwise. This was a pretty nasty hand for sure. I don't think I'm able to use Heal Eagle. I probably shouldn't have done that. Well, I guess it's fine. If anything, I should have special summoned it in maybe attack mode. Yeah, because then you can use Infinity, right, to have an extra negate. I think that probably would have been a better choice. Alright, now I can go into Dark, use the effects, and Boots. So I got 1 Fog Blade, which is cool. Then I just have to set the rank up card. Strange. I haven't even used the Strangleanius yet. And then there we go. I kind of talked about this the entire video. I'm glad I did it in the last duel. I didn't mean to do that. Come on. It's pretty ferocious for such a random archetype. Most people don't even know what these cards do. Yeah, I mean, you can't rank anything up if it's face down. It's just honestly a bad matchup. What else does he have? Zexo Alliance? Yeah, that's tough, man. He's going to go neg 2 here. I haven't even used all my disruption just quite yet. I'm going to be able to go into, I don't know, probably Requiem. Maybe not. Maybe I can go into the Arc and just end the game. I probably have enough tack points on the board. And yeah, that's Raidraptors. You know, that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to check out for one later tonight. But hope you guys have a great day.